Let's start with isometric drawing grids. Today we're going to learn about how we should approach to drawing proper isometric drawing. And because we're not too great with freehand drawings, we're going to use a grid. So let's start with it. So from here you can see that this grid. First, let me tell you. First, let me tell you about the setting that I have created. Underneath this tracing sheet, you're seeing an isometric grid. There are three colored lines. One is green, one is blue, and then the other is red. So here, let's start from this corner because we are gonna need this whole sheet. Here you can see that this is the blue line, this is the green line, and then here this is the red line. These lines are representing three axes, so x, y, and z, length, width, and height. Because we are gonna use this sheet, this 2D sheet, for drawing 3D objects. This will come in very handy. This will let us keep track of what we are drawing step by step. So now let's start with what we should do with this grid. Always, for drawing everything, start with a box. So let me teach you how to draw a box. Say you want to draw a 2" by 2" box. If you want to be like very nitty-gritty, you can use these grids as your measurement points. So here, let's say each grid line, each intersection grid is half of an inch. So 2 grid lines will mean 1 inch, and then 4 would mean 2. So if I want to draw a 2" by 2" box, I'll just count 1, 2, 3, and 4. That would be the other side of my box. Same here, just extend and extend. So that would be the plane of the box. Now if this is a cube, then the height is also 2 inch. And say, let's make it something interesting. Let's say it's not a cube. So this might be a little longer. Let's say this is 6 inches. So 6 would mean, no, 6 would be too much. Let's say this is a 3 inch in height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then same here. And there we have a box. Now I can start to get really fancy and start to draw something really interesting. Let's say I want to connect another 2" by 2" cube with it. So then I try to draw 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then connect these. And that would be like a complex object, compound object, not a complex object. Now, fairly early in this stage, we're starting to see different planes are colliding and converging. New things are taking shape. So if I were to make sense of how this is gonna go, I'd try to start creating symbols for different places. Let's say light is coming from this light source. Then the top would obviously be the lightest. This side would be somewhat lighter than this side. This would be the darkest side. So let's say I want to create a dark hatch for this side. I do just that. And then for this side I might reveal the material. So if this is a wooden object, I might create wooden hatch, but if this is steel, I might just create some horizontal lines or something else. You can create your own. So that would refer to different types of symbols across different planes. Now, to make things a little more legible, it's always a good idea to outline your drawing. So here I'm using a Sharpie type marker to kinda outline what I just drew, to kind of differentiate between hatch and the outline of the object. So here you can see I have a nice box going on. So this is how I start to create isometric drawings of any object. This is the basis of everything. Let's say I wanted to create a hole within like the mid of this 2 inch by 2 inch. So that would be 1 inch by 1 inch. And you can see this grid starts to help you with dimensions fairly early in the stage. So that, and then I'd just create same or similar symbols for different planes like I did for the other side. And that would give me different types of shapes. I can start with very simple objects and start to get extremely complex as I go. Now for the next part, we have 3 different objects that we want to draw. And this would be the exercise that you should do to understand how to replicate something from the real world and then get it within your drawing sheet. So I'll start with a very simple one with this channel. I measured it earlier, so I'll hold it here. From here to here, it's 3.25 inches. This is 3 inches right here. From here to here, this is 3 inches. This goes 4.25 inches, and then that makes this guy 2 inches. So let's start with this. And I can also start to measure the other parts. From the looks of it, this is 1 inch, and this has an offset of 1 inch. Where the center of the circle lies, let's measure the dia or radius of the circle. From the looks of it, it's around 0.75 inches. So let's start to draw this. I'll not be drawing these corners. I'll just show you how to draw the circle that's here. So let's start. For this one, let's take 4 grids as 1 inch because we do want to go for 0.25 inches. So as I said, this is 3.25 inches. That would make it 12 plus 1, 13 grids from here to there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Let's draw that. And then this is 3 inches. That would make that 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. and then it comes down 90 degrees for 1 inch. 1 inch is 4 grids, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then same over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right. We have the base outline. Let's make it a little more nicer. Okay, we have the base. But it's not exactly like this. We have this coming down for 0.25 inches. So I want to draw 45 degree. I don't want to use a protractor. So I can just use these two corners, and if I cut this corner and this corner, that would be 45 degrees. So I can just erase these, and I'll have that corner. Same for here. So I have the base. Awesome. Now, from what I can see, the center of the circle comes down nearly 1 inch. Okay, let's do that. And it's at the center. So this is 2.5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if I come down 5, that would give me the center axis for the center of this circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I said 1 inch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that would be the center. And now this circle is 0.75 inches. So that would be 3 grids, 1, 2, and 3. Is it? Let's check one more time. A little less than 0.75, or is it 0.75? If this is 0.75, let's approximate the center of the circle one more time. Well, it's not 1 inch. It looks like it's 1.25 inch. So I made a mistake, and you will always make a mistake. So don't feel shy to correct this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One more. And then 0.75 is the dia, right? So that would make it 0.375. So 0.375 is very hard to measure. 0.3 would be a little over here, but it would go, yeah, somewhere around here. So if this guy is the circle, this is one edge of the circle. So I'll try to create similar edges for the circle. And then I'll just try to connect this to create a proper circle. Same for here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the same. So there you have this object right here. Now, if you want to make it a little more neat, you will always outline this. So there we have this object. Now there are a lot of extra things that you could do. You could always go back and hatch different planes to show distinction between different directions. And you could also start to annotate. So this is a stainless steel plate. From the looks of it, it's a little more than 1 millimeter. So write that down. And then you could also start for the dimensions. So that's how you might annotate and dimension your drawings. This is important that you learn how to do this. Now let's start with this one. This one is a little more complicated than the last one. Here you can see like there's one U-shaped object going around and then another U-shaped object going around on perpendicular but on the opposite direction. So let's start with the measurements. I just measured all of the dimension. From here to here it's around 2.75 inches. From here to here it's 3.5 inches. This guy is 3 inches, and then this goes up at 2.75 inches. There's and 1 inch offset, and then whatever that is, same for here. So let's start with all of this. I, like the last time around, will use 4 grid points as 1 inch. So my highest one is 3.5 inches. I'll start with that. So this is around here, 3.5 inches. I'll try to draw from there. I'll not worry too much about all the details that are over here. And also, these are for you to understand and where you should put it. I'll not try to copy any of those, but they are very simple to draw. Like the last time, if you start to understand their dimension, you can draw them fairly easily. I'll just draw the basic shapes, okay? So let's start. 3.5 inches for a 4-inch grid would be 12, and then 2 more, 14. So I'll start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's the first thing. And then from here to here, it's 2.75 inches. Or is it? Let's check. It's 3 inches. So that would be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I make 12 or 14? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I need 2 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is perfect. Now let's start to draw. This is just connecting dots. We can always erase if we start to make a mistake, so don't worry too much. It's not the end of the world. There we have it. Now for the next one, it's 2.75 inches. Let's see if I have enough space. 2 would be 8, and then 3 more, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just enough. So that won't start from over there. We need 0.25 inch offset, so that would be this guy, and that would stop over here. So let's draw a straight line for now. Same here. All right. And I don't have enough space. I'll not draw that part, but I'll try to draw one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But it would start from over here. Okay. And then this should go 2.75 inches down. So another 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This starts from right here. Same. And then I could just take the same reference from here to here. I should stop here. So I can draw wherever. Nope, one more here. This is right. Yes, this seems to be Okay, so there we have it. These are our base planes. Now we can start to cut, we can start to reduce, we can start to modify however we want. So this goes 1 inch inside. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also from here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is where we should stop. It also goes 1 inch up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I just connect these to these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Connect this to this. And we start to have interesting stuff going on. Same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Around here. And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try to connect those, but even if it's not visible, we should always try to connect all of those. And later we can also draw hidden lines to kind of get more out of our drawings. Okay. Same here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 So there we have it. I won't try to draw that because that doesn't. Why not? Yeah, I'll not try to draw that because that doesn't show fully. So now let's start to finalize this. Let's erase the parts that we do not need. I also have this rectangle in the middle. I'll try to draw that as well. Let's clean up this first. Yeah, that's nice. Or I can keep those as hidden lines. Somewhere in the middle I have that. So let's say 1 inch from each side, and then 0.75 inch from the side. So let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere here would be the center line. And then 0.75 would be 3 grids. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. So this, and then just 1 inch across. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll try to draw the fillets. So there we have it. So that's our object, that's our fastener. Let's make it look nice with some rendering. Of course, that's not over there, that's over here. There we have it. So that's our drawing. Now let's talk about this a little. For this, I will not be making as large as a drawing for this. So I'll take 2 grids as 1 inch instead of 4. I'll try to draw all the nitty-gritties of this. So let's start the measurement. From here to here, it looks like it's around 5.5, and it stops at 5.25, so that's okay. From here to here, it's around 3.75. So let's start by taking notes. 5.5, 5.5. So 10 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll be trying to draw this from the top so that it shows like a few details. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great. So there we go. That's the first edge. I'll just measure this. That's way easier. It's 1.5. So 1, 2, and then 1 more. So 3 grids. 1, 2, and 3 grids. And then I'll just extend these two to see where they meet. Great. Now this is 2 inches exact. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. Need to go 1 more. Then let's just extend until they meet. Come on. It's very difficult to draw like this. I usually rotate my sketchbook. So looks like it's a 0.25 cut around here. 0.25 would be half and half. Same here, half and half. I'll just stop that. I need this. They don't exist. Awesome. And then right at the middle we have something very interesting. Looks like 1 inch is going over here. So 1 inch of a square like this. This is coming from here. And then this is a little different. This is going, but then it kind of looks like this. So 1, and then we can do something like this. And right in the middle we have a circle. Same here. And then we have some tiny stuff going on. So this looks like 0.75, and then right beside it, so I'll try to make it 0.75. Well, if this is this stops at here. We can just draw something like this. Same for here. There we have it. Over that end we have this going on. This should be shown in hidden. Same here. Hidden lines. And then over here we have something even more interesting. Let's measure this. This all the way to the end is 4 inches. So this was 2 inches. We need to go down 2 more inches from over here. 4 inches is 8 grids. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, overall 8 inches. So that would make it 2 inches. So that's where it stops. And then let's measure where this stop. This stops at 2.5. So 2.5 is 5 grids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's where they stop. So just try to do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They need to be hidden. A good idea for this would be to draw this side in another drawing. So if I were you, I'd just try to draw this side from another angle. But for now, I think I'm done. I have completed all the drawing. Let me just render this in a nicer shade. So that's my drawing. Again, I can make it a little more fancy by hatching. Well, it's not about making it fancy. It's more about making it more legible and more understandable to your viewer and to yourself. These are notes to yourself. So when you come back to this needs to make sense. So that's about it, and be happy with it. And then, of course, you might need to make some more annotations, such as, say, the annotations and dimensions.